So it's after midnight, and I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. There's a good few hours there where I was starting to get more tired, but then I kind of popped back into I'm ready for night mode. And so right now I feel like I could stay up all night and play Final Fantasy XIV. But to be honest, it would be great if I didn't have to do anything. Like tomorrow I want to make a video about just an update on my bike. Like I'll be talking about like all the stuff that I've been talking about in the past couple of days. Where like, oh, my bike got rained on and I fixed the charger, and I'll probably redo the wheel, and like I'll probably take the tire that I've gone almost 4,000 miles on and cut it in half and like measure it or whatever. I don't know. So that'll take time. I'll probably want to have a full night's sleep for that. So I think I'm not going to do a long overnight session of Final Fantasy XIV right now. Also, it occurred to me there's not as many quests left in the main story as I thought. Maybe only like 100 quests. And I could probably plow through that pretty quickly, like in a few weekends. So I kind of want to drag it out a little bit. I don't want to burn the candle too quickly, you know? I'm not saying that me finishing the main story quests is a bad thing, but it's always nice to not consume everything in a very quick pace. It's always good to take it as long as it needs. It's just unfortunate that I have to complete all those quests in order to get to the new areas that I paid for, because I bought the new version of the game so I can get to those areas once I do those quests. And once I get those quests, I can then start mining the ores and leveling up all my crafts. Like I can get the fancier ores, and well, I can sell them on the markets to get more in-game money, or I can craft with them to level up my blacksmithing and my armor and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm thinking about simple ways to add regen braking to my city car, because I'm going back next Friday. And you know, I've been thinking about a while back, there's this one YouTuber called Jehu Garcia, and he made he does some electric car stuff. Like for instance, he made what he calls an e-Samba. It's an electric VW van. Well, his videos always kind of just irk me the wrong way. I used to watch his videos like a year ago, and the audio levels all over the place. It seems professional, but there's many aspects to his videos that are unprofessional. Like I think even sometimes he has time lapses and leaves the audio in, so the audio is like all sped up and nasty sounding. That's one of those things I really dislike when other people do. It just feels unfinished. But mostly for his stuff, it was the audio issues, and he didn't seem to actually know much about the electrical side of the electric car stuff. He was more of, he buys kits and puts them together, so he's more just like a car guy, you know, so it's not really my kind of thing. But then, of course, he called me an idiot in the comment sections for saying that you can have regen braking on a DC system, and it's like, that's... a DC motor is a fucking permanent magnet generator. How can you be this fucking dense? Anyway. Well, in that comment thing, because I found he hasn't deleted that comment war that we had a long time ago. And so I saved it. And I'm kind of thinking, what if I go back to Illinois, I get my city car to demonstrate regen braking with its DC system, and then I make a video kind of like, suck it, Jehu Garcia. It'd be like a half shout out, because he does do sort of interesting stuff. So like at the end, I would say like, I'm not meaning for you guys to unsubscribe, but you can check out his channel if you think it'd be okay, because he has some cool stuff, but he's kind of an idiot. You know, I'd kind of say that at the end, kind of like, I'm mixed. He'd still get the free promotion, but mostly just be like, yeah. Also, it would keep people, it might help people not to continue linking me to his videos as if I've never heard of him. People always link me to his videos on my battery videos, and it's like, yes, his videos pop up in the suggested bar very often. I mean, how could I not see one of his videos? Oh well. So yeah. I don't know. I don't feel tired, but I feel like I could enjoy sleep. Because I do kind of like dreaming a little bit, especially lucid dreaming. It's always fun. Although recently I haven't been lucid dreaming as much. I've just more been kind of short dreams that are too short to really grab a hold of. Because usually whenever I have a dream, it takes a little while. I'll have to be in the dream for, I'd say, like 30 minutes of the dream time. That could be like, what, 30 seconds in real life. But I have to be in the dream time, like a good, like, a bunch of weird stuff will happen until I can actually be like, oh, this is my dream. I can do stuff with it now, and I can like warp it or whatever. Unfortunately, then I tend to get carried away, and I end up just waking up. But oh well. Like for instance, I'll be like, oh, I remember this. This is from some game I've always wanted to see around that mountain. So I'm gonna go around that. Oh shit! I woke up. Fuck. Yeah. That's one thing about lucid dreaming. It's never good to think too much. You know what I mean? You kind of gotta be more, I guess you could say, instinctual. Especially if you don't think in words. You know how whenever we think, we usually think in words. We're thinking in our like mind's voice. Well, if you try to think in ways that are more rudimentary while you're lucid dreaming, at least that's what's worked for me, it seems to be like very simple and not enough to really wake you up, you know, because if I start reading something in a dream, which yes, I do read things in a dream. People say that you can't read things in dreams, but I read things in my dreams all the time, and they're awesome. Like for instance, a while back I had a dream that I went to I was in this like, you remember in the beginning of Lord of the Rings, whenever Gandalf went to whatever place it was that had all the books, and he was like sifting through all the scrolls to see what the ring was. It's a place like that, and I just sat down and was reading about stuff, and like one paper was about praseodymium, and most of it was stuff I already knew, and other stuff was like stuff that was total bullshit. But still, I mean, it could be real. I don't know. It was just, but it was comprehensible. You know, it wasn't just gibberish. It was like, oh, praseodymium. It has so-and-so protons and electrons. And it has, or electrons and orbital things or whatever. And, because of course it was explained in the paper, like how I understand it. Or in a way that I would understand it. But oh well. So it doesn't always use the proper terminology. But sometimes they'll even be like made up names of where it was made. Or where it was like discovered or whatever. So yeah, I found that interesting. That being said though, I used to not be able to read stuff in my dreams as much. I've actually worked at that, you know, trying to like be better at like, I mean, I think it's something that you can try to work at. I don't really know. It could just be I don't remember much from before. But yeah, I find that usually I can read stuff in my dreams. And it has a good semblance of information to it, or at least for like the dream storyline, you know. So, like it might have some relevance for that world in the story. Well, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya.